As you can tell by the title of the video, I am letting ChatGPT decide my day, so it's going to give me my 3 meals for the day as well as my workout. Let's see what's for breakfast. Let's collectively look past my broken laptop screen, thank you. I asked ChatGPT to give me a high-protein, pescatarian-friendly breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Obviously, we're getting started with breakfast, and here's a little ASMR break. The breakfast is omelette with smoked salmon, and of course the first step is seasoning the eggs. Little disclaimer, I literally do not know how to cut onions no matter how many people try to teach me, and I have no idea why my thumb looks like this, and of course I almost cut myself because I clearly don't know how to handle a knife. Anyway, I'm doing my absolute best. This is the best I can do. Time for the actual cooking, and one thing I don't like about making omelets is that I can't always get that last little drop, and I feel like I wasted so much. Next step, I cut up pieces of salmon so that I could add both the onions and the smoked salmon on top of the eggs, and then I tried to fold the omelet down the middle, of course, and surprise surprise, it broke. So then I tried to move the omelet to the middle of the pan so it could cook evenly, and it broke again. My presentation skills are horrible. I give this like a 3 out of 10. That was all ChatGPT gave me. It didn't give me any carbs, but I want carbs with my breakfast, so I decided to add a little rice cake. And now for the taste test. It tasted really good, and it really didn't need a taste test because at the end of the day, it's just an omelet. I am now going to ask ChatGPT to give me a full body workout. The reason why I'm deciding to ask for a full body workout is because I've already done all of my workout for the week, and I just have a very specific split that I like to follow, and I never really do full body workouts, so let's see. I want to let it decide what color I wear, so I asked for 3 colors. One of those colors was burgundy, so of course I wore my cute little burgundy set. It gave me 7 exercises excluding warm up and cool down, which is quite a lot because I normally only do 5 exercises, so we'll see how it goes. Also, the structure of it is very different than what I would have done or programmed, but we'll see how it goes. Exercise number 1 was back squats, also known as one of my least favorite exercises. I actually haven't done squats in a few months. That's how much I dislike them, but the sets went pretty smoothly, even though I was really struggling, as you can tell from my face, and I wanted to give up. The next exercise is conventional deadlift. I haven't done conventional deadlifts in about 4 years, so basically when I first started lifting, which is why I went light, and thanks to ChatGPT, I was reminded of why I don't do them. I hate it. Next up is good old-fashioned classic basic lunges, and I have absolutely no comments for this one, so here I am lunging away. Now we're moving on to the upper body portion of the workout and starting off with some shoulder press, and I'm just noticing now that I'm wearing the same color as the guy in the back. Wow. And then I'm doing the classic folded in half position post shoulder press. Next up is bench press. I actually took out bench press from my program about a month and a half ago, so it felt really nice to do it again, even though of course it's taking me a while to set up and get comfortable before I start lifting. But finally got the bar up, and I have no idea why I just flail my arms around after my set. Last exercise is assisted pull-ups. I actually would have put that exercise as the first one because it does require the most effort, and I actually had a really good set, so I have no idea what was going through my mind to make me pull this face. And of course a little post-workout mirror pick and a flex because you can't just leave the gym without doing that. Now it's time for lunch. This lunch actually had quite a few ingredients, including an onion, which I have to cut. I'll spare you the pain of watching me cut the onion, but as you can see, it's quite a struggle. I have to add that to a bowl and then cut up half a paprika, add that to the bowl as well, and then cut up a tomato, add that to the bowl, then chop up some parsley, add it on top, and lastly, adding the can of tuna into the bowl. Now this is where the struggle begins. I have to add some mayo and some mustard to the bowl. However, I ran out of mayo, so I had to scoop it out with a knife. It was such a mess, such a struggle, but at least I didn't have to struggle that much with the mustard. Mix it all up, and then that's about it. Let's try it. ChatGPT told me to eat it with lettuce. I'm supposed to put it in and wrap it up and eat it, but my lettuce leaves are small, so I'm just gonna put it there and just take a bite. It's really good, but as you saw, I ran out of mayo, so there was more mustard than mayo, and the mustard that I have is pretty strong, so it's making my nose tingle, but it is really good. It's very basic, but yeah, great suggestion. Time for the last meal of the day. ChatGPT said salmon with vegetables. I decided to have some green beans and some potatoes as the vegetables. If you see the food and you think, wow, that's enough for 2 people, that's because it is 2 people. It's me and the boyfriend is here. We're gonna have dinner together. There we go. I don't eat 2 pieces of salmon because that's way too much. Way too much for me. If you eat 2 pieces of salmon, that's perfectly fine. Here's a fun fact that's actually a really sad fact. I don't know how to cook salmon properly. It's either always undercooked or overcooked, so it's always nice when the boyfriend cooks the salmon. And here's another fact, I'm really bad with portions, so I always end up cooking way too many potatoes. But look at how good this looks. And of course, time for the taste test, which is unnecessary because this is a meal that I make literally every single week. This marks the end of my ChatGPT day, and it was actually really fun. I really enjoyed the workout, even though it consisted of some things that I tend to avoid, like squats, conventional deadlifts, and regular lunges. But yeah, it was fun. As for the meals, they were really good meals. However, it was a little bit too much salmon and a little bit too much fish for me, like salmon for breakfast, a whole can of tuna for lunch, and then salmon for dinner as well. But it was so good. I think I'm going to use ChatGPT to plan my lazy days whenever I don't really feel like using any brain power. That's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.